So finally, summer has arrived. Kids are out of school, families are now getting together, making those big plans to go to another country to visit friends, family, or even just catch the scenery of whichever country you're planning on going. Now, you have a list that you always make out of. You have your passport, you have your documentations that you needed for travel, you have your favorite Hawaiian shirt that you cannot forget because that beach that's calling your name needs that shirt in that suitcase. But there's one thing that everybody seems to keep forgetting. What about the safety of the aircraft? Hello, my name is Erick Cantos, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the importance of maintenance on an aircraft. I'm an aircraft mechanic, certified A&P mechanic with 3 years under FAA regulations. I have a good understanding of what the FAA requires in a mechanic. I have been going to an A&P school for 2 years, and every single day the instructors would always tell you about the importance of having an updated manual, ensuring that you are documenting every single piece of work that you are conducting on the aircraft, and up-to-date manuals, all of which are important to ensure that the task that you are doing is done correctly and safely. The FAA regs requires the mechanic to always have a manual. It's not you know the job very well so you can remember it off the top of your head. That is not the case. When I was in a maintenance repair overhaul station, FAA was very present on the floor, and they will go around and conduct these audits, ensuring that the mechanics are using proper maintenance manuals and they're open on the right page. And if you are caught with no maintenance manuals in front of you, that will be a write-up. Depending on how big the company takes that, you can either get fired or sent home or just get a write-up. But either way, all those are negative. You do not want none of those. Now, for the maintenance manuals and stuff, it has to be up to date and it has to be effective for the aircraft that you're working on. The last thing you want is to work on a plane and the maintenance manual that you have is 10 years ago. There is constant updates to manuals. There is constant revision to these manuals to ensure that the mechanics are doing the right thing. The reason for this is because there could have been latent accidents that happened in the past that engineers are filing today, and that will be the reason why the revision is done. For documentation, the FAA requires mechanics to document all maintenance is done. Reason for this is that it has clear communication with one mechanic to the other. There have been multiple times where my task would take a few hours up to a few weeks, depending on the severity of the job. One I can recall is a wing component called the pickle fork, which connects the very big piece of the wing that helps you to fly to the aircraft. That took about 3 weeks to complete. Remembering things is not going to be your best friend, and since the place I was at was 24 hours, you need that constant communication and documentation to ensure that the next mechanic taking over understands what has been done, what needs to be done, and what will be done for the mechanics that will cover for him. The professionalism and proper maintenance that mechanics have oath in school is the understanding that you are using your license, your professional license that you earned for the 2 years that you have been taking A&P school, stating that you will use up-to-date manuals, you will use the proper tools, you will practice proper maintenance, and ensuring that every piece of hardware that is being installed on the aircraft is certified and stamped off by the FAA, saying that it is a airworthy part. Anything that is not from the aircraft's manufacturer or approved by the FAA cannot be allowed on the aircraft. Anything else will cause the aircraft to become grounded, and depending on how many aircraft are affected, a whole fleet of aircraft will be taken down from the sky, and that is detrimental for the airlines that are flying those aircraft. Overall, mechanics that are in this field, we all have an understanding that this is a professional field. There are many, many people lives at stake when they take to the skies, and it's all on you to ensure that they get to their destination safely. Who knows, maybe you will be on an aircraft that you repaired and your family's right next to you. Now, I wouldn't want that to be on my heart. Just make sure that you use the proper maintenance manuals.